Rock music. The 67th annual Grammys are Sunday night, and alongside stars like Beyonce, Ariana Grande will be nominees. But there are some who might not be household names, but are no less deserving of that award. Heidi's going to introduce you now to a local composer among those in the running. Hey, Heidi.
Hi, Jana. Jake Runestad is celebrating his second Grammy nomination. His first was in 2020. I spoke with Jake today, who is currently in Guatemala, but is headed to LA this weekend for the Grammys. Music has a way of taking us on a journey. In this case,
heading to the Grammys.
Jake Runestad is a composer and conductor.
What I do now is I compose music for people all over the world. I travel all over the world conducting ensembles.
All over the world, but based right here in Minneapolis.
I've always loved the art scene in Minneapolis.
His passion for the arts has led him to his second Grammy nomination. A Dream So Bright choral music of Jake Runestad is nominated for Best Choral Performance. It features two works by Jake. The first, Dreams of the Fallen.
It's like a piano concerto with a piano right out front, and then choir and orchestra. And it sets poems by Brian Turner, who was a poet first and then served in the U.S. Army. He wrote about his experiences with war, the terrors, and how it changed his life and the lives of so many. And so this piece really looks at the idea of post-traumatic stress disorder. And when someone returns from that experience and attempts to kind of live a normal life again, but they're forever changed by what they've experienced. The second piece on the album is called Earth Symphony. The piece imagines that humans have become extinct and Mother Earth is retelling our story from how we evolved to be who we are, our lust for power and progress, ultimately our demise and our destruction of the earth, and then her own recovery in the last movement.
It features text from poet Todd Boss, formerly based in Minneapolis.
Since I was a kid, my parents really instilled the importance of service to others. When I became really serious about composing, those worlds of like service and music came together. And so a lot of the works that I write deal with creating community or asking a big question or somehow uniting people around an important topic and speaking to something that's relevant to what it is to be alive in the world today.
A journey that's taken him all over the world, but always back to Minnesota.
I'm grateful to live in a city that supports the art. So I look forward to continuing to be a part of the amazingness that is the Minnesota music scene.
Jake will be at the Grammys on Sunday. There are two ceremonies, one in the afternoon and then the televised broadcast at night. His category is part of the afternoon ceremony, so if you want to watch that, it will be streaming on the Grammys website. And next up after that, Jake will be conducting the Minnesota All-State Choir at Orchestra Hall on Saturday, February 15th. Jana.
If I know you, you already have your tickets to that because you are so into choral performances. But did he talk about wow, like how you take the big questions in the world, and he must think about them through music. Is different than most of us.
Yeah, it's so fascinating, and he really gets a lot of inspiration from those poets that I had mentioned in the story as well, and bringing their stories and their text to life.
Yeah, like what the big questions of the world sound like. That fascinates me. You probably have that ability too, right?
Well, no, I wouldn't say that, but I do recommend people, we have them linked on the website so people can watch the performances on YouTube.
Cool. Thanks so much, Heidi, and good luck to Jake. We'll be right back.